1933, Warner Bros. Made a film named Convention City, one of the most notorious lost pictures from the pre-code era. Despite what the film state may suggest, the film featured a pretty good amount of star power. The film would follow the story of the Honeywell Rubber Company convention and the antics a salesman would get into. George Ellerby, a Honeywell salesman played by Guy Kibbee, in particular, would get swindled by Nancy Lorraine, who was played by Joan Blondo, and her husband Phil Lorraine, who was played by Gordon Westcott. Though T.R. Kent, another Honeywell salesman who is played by Adolph Menzel, will help Ellerby out of the predicaments he gets himself in with Nancy. The movie ends with J.B. Honeywell, who is played by Grant Mitchell, awarding Will Goodwin, played by Frank McHugh, the title of sales manager after witnessing the questionable morals the other salesmen have. The movie pulled in over $1 million in profit after accounting for inflation. The film had mostly positive reviews and was received extremely well. Also, there were many affirmations that the movie was indeed funny. There's no rip of the film anywhere online, even though it was a decently popular film when it was released. A search online will show you some old reviews, editorials about the movie, advertisements, and photos of the movie. Something that probably contributed to the film's rarity was the nudity. In 1934, the Motion Picture Production Code would become instated in order to censor films. The code prohibited any nudity, which included Convention City. So when Warner Brothers sent the title to the Production Code Administration in 1936 to get it re-released, he was told he couldn't. Though an advertisement showed that a theater ignored the code and was playing the film until 1937. There's also proof of a theater in Madrid, Spain, playing the movie up until 1942. A misconception some people circulated was that Warner Brothers allegedly destroyed their own copy in 1948 due to how risque the entire film was. There was also a rumor that Jack Warner allegedly destroyed the film due to constant requests for the movie and his inability to give it out due to the Motion Picture Production Code instated in 1934. Though these are largely seen as hoaxes due to the abundance of other more risque films from this time that were safe, and Warner could have simply denied the requests. It is much more likely that the decomposing nitrate negatives of the film are the reason it was destroyed, as it could have been a hazard to other films, as nitrate is an extremely flammable compound. Joan Blondo mentioned in her autobiography that she used to put on Dick Powell's copy of Convention City for guests. This lead was pursued by the Vitaphone Project, a film preservation group founded in 1991, but it yielded nothing. The Vitaphone Project then pursued a couple other relatives of the members in the film to no avail. About 50 years after the film was reportedly junked, actor Phil Sterling contacted the Vitaphone Project. Sterling reportedly had a subtitled copy of the film in Italy. He just needed to know how to ship the material, though the trail went cold pretty quickly and Sterling ended up passing in 1998. No more leads would come up for the next decade, though a few forums would pop up about the mystique of the film. In 2012, Ron Hutchinson, the co-founder of the Vitaphone Project, updated his page about the film. John P. Darling would contact the Vitaphone Project with the lead. His father, a member of the Royal Navy, had apparently seen the film while serving in South Africa. Ron Hutchinson would be able to get the help of military professionals in order to find the film, though the lead has still not produced results 8 years later. The searchers have not yet found the film but remain hopeful, and with good reason. 500 to 800 copies were known to be distributed on release alone. There are easily over 1,000 distributed copies of film, either in old libraries of unused films from theaters, films that are in people's personal collections, or old unused leftover 16mm films from the military. Old previously thought to be lost films from the pre-code era have also been found decades later, such as the Crimson City, Berkeley Square, Hitler's Reign of Terror, and many others. There may still be a copy of the film out there, just waiting to be discovered.